Yeah, when you were talking about the fear of under delivering, that's actually something that Alex and I had kind of chatted about before we both entered the foray of coaching. But the fear is real. Um, and that's something that you and I have talked about, Brad, is I like, I was telling this story the other day to someone. My passion for teaching and kind of mentoring and coaching came from when I worked at Blockbuster. So that tells you that I'm elderly. But I was super introverted. I was 19. So, that was like forever ago. And I was so introverted, so shy, so socially awkward. I couldn't even look someone in the eye and have a conversation, truly. And so they just threw me onto the register and said, go learn. And it was like so traumatizing that I never wanted anyone to have that kind of onboarding again. And that's honestly where my passion for giving people a good onboarding experience and giving them structured information that they could take action and benefit from. Truly, I can pinpoint, that's like the moment that it became a passion for me. And so that's always been in my like blood, so to speak. And even when I worked in investment management, and even like my most recent iteration of my 9 to 5 I was a teacher. And so that's always been something that's like super important to me, that feels like sacred. And I like what Alex, exactly what you were saying, the fear of under delivering or having someone entrust their success to you. Because online business can be life-changing, truly. And to have somebody entrust that to you, and the ultimate fear is that you don't deliver, is real and is really scary. But like you said, I really loved what you said, that the stuff we take for granted that we've learned just, over months of experience and trial and error and struggling through things that have taken us a really long time. It took me 8 hours to build my first funnel, which was garbage. But that's the stuff where we can help people. And I think a piece of advice that I would give to anyone who is wanting to do coaching in the future, is when you're learning new things, don't just learn them as if you're going to implement them and that's where it ends. Think of how you're learning. Think of the things that a beginner might ask you. Learn, do, teach is like a real thing. And that's like a really helpful model to help you conceptualize what you're taking in as a student. And so having that kind of meta mindset of not only am I learning this new skill, but also how can I turn around and teach this in a month or 2 months or 6 months or whatever.
I feel like for anyone watching, and everybody probably here too, like that fear will never go away because you're always shifting and growing as a business owner. So there's always more things to bring to the table and teach at a different level. And like that fear of not being able to deliver on that new thing that you've learned is going to be there. Or somebody who's at a different level or a different client than like normal, it's going to be a different teaching style. So there's always going to be that fear. So don't let that fear stop you from starting.
Yeah, for sure. And it's like as you grow as a business owner, and I think we could all say very firmly that, building a business has absolutely changed all of our lives. I mean, from Bar being able to quit your 9 to 5 to, Nina, being able to move to Mexico and travel the world, me being able to, live wherever I want, Alex and Trevor, running your own businesses, Trevor, taking a gap year in college, to run his own business. It can be really, really life-changing. And I think something that, I've been really appreciating in business in the last several months from working with a lot of clients is that level of fulfillment. Because, I initially come from a sales background and I was just, selling on the phone, and like you get people through and then you're kind of done. Right. And then even when I was doing affiliate marketing, it's similar, where you get people through, of course, you're there to help them through the process and then you're kind of done. But when you have that hands-on approach, when you can do, coaching or provide a course that you see is massively valuable to people and you see the growth in them, it's tremendously fulfilling. And that's really my drive. That's what pushes me forward, is, knowing that I can help people get results and can actually provide that transformation. So what has it been like for you guys? And, Nina, I'm sure this applies to you as well. Like seeing the fulfillment that comes from, taking on clients.
Well, for me personally, it's really fun because I feel like as if I'm almost coaching or like guiding someone who is like a 6 to 9 month younger version of me, and like helping them get to where I am, but faster in the time that it took. So it's pretty fun. That whole experience is just really cool for me.
I'll speak on this too. A lot of times when I see people shift in mindset or just realize something inside themselves, I think that's like the most fulfilling thing. Is like they're able to believe in themselves and push forward through a belief that they had that was limiting them from reaching their full potential.
Yeah, 100%. Like the thing that came to mind was something I was again talking about yesterday with someone. Like the most rewarding thing for me as a teacher, and Brad, you can probably relate, is having it, I was teaching kids STEM. So it's like science, technology, engineering, and math. So it's not, easy stuff, but hearing them say, I can't do this, or I don't know how, or it's too hard. And then asking them questions like, well, how would you do this? Or try doing, but having them start to think about how they could do things differently. And then seeing that light bulb come on for them and seeing like the confidence and self-efficacy that builds when they realize, oh my gosh, I'm actually way more capable than I even understood. And then telling them, look, remember this feeling, because it's not just this, it's everything in your life. You can literally do anything you want. And I had a coaching client that at the very beginning, she was everything like Nina was saying, having that mindset shift. And she started she was fearful and had just so much fear and a lack of confidence. And at the end, the testimonial, Nina, that we saw, but just seeing that mindset shift, it was just like night and day, and having that light bulb come on for her. And that, I don't have kids yet, but that's what I think parenting would be like, is like having this little precious thing that you're nurturing and helping to grow, and then seeing them come into their own and like take off is just like, it like makes me want to cry, it's just like so wonderful to be a part of that journey with someone.
Yeah. Even that shift of people where they're like, first they're trying to compare and follow the steps of others, and they have that realization that they have something to bring to the table that's very unique and aligned with their purpose and their goals.
Mm-hmm.
So we had a couple of clients that like stepped away from affiliate marketing and into their own space. And it's just like, you guys included, like you're not stepping fully away, but it's just like finding a path that's your own. It's a beautiful thing to like help walk people through that process so you guys can take off in like a different way. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Right. Like for me, I will always say this, the over delivery on value. It's like when they come in expecting one thing and they even get even more, they're left with more, and just seeing the gratitude and them just saying, yo, this has been amazing. Thank you so much. And for us, it's like the smallest things, and to them, it's the world. And it just goes to show you the perspective, and the mindset in it all, because you really have a lot to give when, you are just strictly providing that value, right? You're there to really help them. And then they come back and just gratitude. And you guys just alluded to it, seeing them go off onto their own paths. We've had a few clients, we told them do this, they did that and then some, right? And even more so. And they're just learning and embodying that. And it's just so great seeing people grow into their own individuals.
Yeah. And I think part of that is like, when you can see it happen, and then when you get those testimonials on the back end, like that's the most rewarding thing. Like I know Nina and I will sit there and like watch testimonial and just be like, let's go. It's amazing. Just like super fired up, because you can see like the when someone says like, oh, I've worked with you and you've helped me so much to get to X, Y, and Z. It's just massive amounts of fulfillment. And I think I got a question for you guys, Trevor and Alex, because I know obviously you guys are, blaze your trail in the affiliate marketing world. And now you're kind of transitioning, kind of beyond it, right? So what has that transition been like for you? And where do you guys see your business going into the future?
So far, it's still very fresh. We started about 3 weeks ago. it's still very fresh, but what we've noticed is that people, there's a lot of opportunities out there, right? There's so many different business models, especially in today's society. As many of us know, like this has been the biggest time in history where we've seen more and more self-made entrepreneurs, freelancers, people becoming their own boss, and realize there's a bigger service to provide. And we're trying to relearn better and more important high income skills. We're trying to learn systems. We're trying to learn better copywriting. So what we're trying to do is we're relearning. Right now, it feels like I'm back in December of 2020, trying to relearn all these skills again, so I can now reach a more targeted crowd. You know, we love helping people from all backgrounds, but to be able to work with that B2B client is our ideal goal, right? We want to work with already people that have already established businesses or looking to, you know, scale their business and really provide that high income service, because ultimately that's a skill that we feel like not enough people know yet, right? The whole system stuff, it's confusing as hell. It's reminding me of building out a funnel, but I got to keep telling myself, like, now I master funnels. I love building funnels. This was not the case 6-7 months ago. So for us, the experience, it's like, you know, all learning affiliate marketing all over again. But we know, like, this is the skill set that we need to reach to be able to target those ideal clients that we're looking to go beyond. We're looking to get into more of a social media presence. We've been doing organic marketing our whole entire careers, and we want to get into the ad space a little bit more, understand that TikTok ads, people are saying it could be the future. It could be like Facebook all over again, right? When Facebook initially had popped onto the scene. So understanding our copywriting is very one dimensional. And ultimately, I think Trevor and I can agree here, we want to help people regardless of their niche. That's going to open up our business a lot more. If we can help people, no matter what your niche is, we can get you a system and a formula that will work regardless and still allow you to see those same results.